Okay, welcome back. In this session, we're going to look at arrangement. Now, this particular song called The Light is interesting because it sort of starts off as a bit of a ballad and then it sort of double times in the chorus, which is very interesting. So we'll have a look at it. We are in Reaper. Just minimize myself there. We're in Reaper, of course. And this is The Light. Now, it doesn't have a lot of tracks, relatively few tracks. We've got 33 tracks here. Got some effects here, but little bits and pieces. So it's pretty well managed as far as track count goes, which is pretty good. I mean, sometimes they can get out of hand, unfortunately. And that's another thing to consider as well. In arrangement, it's always best to have less tracks, or if you know what you're doing with a particular group like this, just group them. In Reaper, you can actually put them into a folder. This is the folder for the drums, all the drums, including the parallel processing here, the compressors. So basically, I like to look at them. I like to see them. That's me, of course, but you could easily minimize those tracks just like that, and even further than that, just like that. So all you see is this track here, and you can solo your drums. So you can just minimize them like that, and you can hear them. You know, they're all there, right? So expand them as you need if you want to go in there and edit. I like to look at all my tracks. If I've got a lot of tracks and it's just like getting a little messy, I will at least get to this level so that at least I can still see what's happening, but they're more compact. And then you have your groups here, so that's pretty cool. Now let's have a listen to this song and see what it looks like arrangement wise. So if we just look at the structure first, we have a pretty basic setup here. Let me see if I can orient myself properly. Okay, so we got an intro here. We got two verses, a bridge, the chorus 1 and 1.5. Again, the reason I named them 1 and 1.5 when we're dealing with a chorus is because it repeats, but it's different lyrics in the second half. So you got two lots of lyrics in the first part of the chorus and in the second part. It's not like split in two. If it's a long chorus and it's split in two and it's just got like two parts to the chorus, I'll also do that, 1 and 1.5. But if it's a straight up chorus and it doesn't repeat itself, then it's just chorus 1, then chorus 2, and then chorus 3. If there's a third one, whatever, right? But if it splits, it's 1 and 1.5. So here we have an intro, verse 1, verse 2, bridge. Bridge is what I call pre-chorus, okay? So the pre-chorus is a bridge for me. I think I've explained that in another video, but just quickly, for me, it's a bridge. It's a bridge because it's bridging the verse to the chorus, okay? So a pre-chorus, you can call it a pre-chorus. It is technically a pre-chorus, but really it's a bridge. It's bridging the verse to the chorus, okay? And then what I call a break, okay, is what is normally called a bridge. So I call it a break. Let me see if I have one here. I don't. But if there's an alteration in the song, if the flow and the continuity of the song is interrupted by either removing instruments or changing the tempo or whatever the case may be, I call that a break. Conventional naming is a bridge, which doesn't make any sense to me because it's not bridging anything. It's just a break in the continuity of the song. So I call it a break. Here I don't have a break. I have a solo here, okay, but no break. But I do have a couple of bridges. Anyway, so that's what it is. So we have the intro, couple of verses, the bridge, the first chorus, a break. So sometimes I'll call that a break, which, you know, for lack of a better word, you can call it, look, at the end of the day, call them whatever you want, okay? But if you're working with a team, if you're sending this off to mixers, mastering, or whatever, producers, just as long as everybody's on the same page with the naming conventions, okay? It doesn't really matter what you name it, as long as everybody knows what's what. So when I say, hey, let's change this on the break, the first break, you know what I'm talking about, okay? We're talking about this section right here. But there's a little bit of a solo here or something. Let's have a listen. Not sure. Yeah, it's a bit of a solo. It's a solo, but it's a break solo. It's not a proper solo like this one. That's, let's see what that is. Okay, let's just see. Okay. So that's the outro solo. That should it'd be more appropriate to call that the outro solo, but at any rate, it doesn't matter. So we have that. We have a break. We have another verse 3, okay, before we have another bridge and chorus 2. And then chorus 3 follows on the heels of chorus 2. That's just the layout of the song. We're going to have a listen to it and see what all of this means. And then the ending after the solo, okay? So let's have a look at what all this means, okay? And what this sounds like. We'll start with the intro. Here we go. See, it starts pretty slow, like chill. Another unconventional beat. I like my unconventional beats. Here we go. Verse 1.
I can see your shadow dancing on the ground. I can hear your laughter when you're not around. And I feel you in my heart as you fly through the stars again.
So we got the main vocal here, as you can see. Comped.
It's early morning and you've been gone since yesterday.
And the doubled vocal here.
And I get this feeling every time you go away. And I'm wishing you were here.
Guitars.
'Cause every day feels like a year.
That's pretty much it. Simple. Simple is good. So here's our first bridge.
And nothing ever stays the same.
Bridging now from the verse.
But I still turn around and see you there and know it'll be okay. I feel your light shining down on me tonight. And everywhere I go, I know you'll never be far behind. It's gonna be alright, 'cause we got each other's heart inside.
Okay, different lyrics. The second part of the chorus. It's the same chorus, repeats itself, but different lyrics. There's our break, a little bit of a solo. You can call that a solo, you know, break solo, whatever. Verse 3.
Standing on a mountain as I look across the sea.
A little more solo now. Now that we've introduced the solo, I've arranged it so that there's solo in the second half of the song, sprinkled around. Okay, another bridge. Chorus 2. A little bit of harmony here, just to emphasize the first words. Just to give it a little oomph. A lot more guitars. See, they came in here, the last chorus. Just give it more energy in arrangement. We want to give it more. We're building up to this. Statement, right? You're the light. You gotta look at the content, you gotta look at the message behind that when we're arranging as well. There's the solo, which is here, yeah. It's just a repeating solo. The chorus could have been repeated again. You wanted to, you could. You know, you could repeat it again. And the end. Fade out, and that's that. So if we look at the arrangement of this thing, with the drums. You got the drums and the bass. Okay, it starts off pretty easy. Nice and easy. Okay. When you look at our kit here, going with the vintage kit, it's straight 4/4 groove to mid-tempo, okay? It's actually 80 BPM, but this one was designed to be 95, but it'll follow your BPM, okay? And it's an add-on pack, Fusion Grooves. Drummer 2, the Easy Drummer 2, is an amazing software, okay? We're gonna get into that at some point. Probably do a separate video for that because it's just incredible. Okay, and then on top of that, the arpeggiated guitar. Very simple, slightly distorted, as a background. Okay? And that's pretty much it. That's it. Okay? Drums, bass, guitar. That's it. Then all these come in. A little more distortion. It's the chorus. Okay? That's the chorus. So in the chorus, we're going to give it a little more oomph, a little more power. Just so to emphasize it. We want it to stand out. It's the chorus, of course. And then, on the break, chill out again. Relax. Remember, that's that little break, that little solo here. This bit. That's it. Back to nice and easy, verse 3. That's that. Okay? Little bits and pieces. Got some more little bits and pieces here. While you're working this out, you figure out these pieces. A lot of chopping here, as you can see. A lot of chopping. This is one of the reasons I love Reaper, because you can really be creative. You could chop tracks to your heart's content. Okay? And I do. I love it. It's just incredible. It's another way to be creative is by chopping up tracks like that, as long as you do it in a way that makes sense. Okay? In a way that where the song flows nicely and it works with the song and it goes with the song. Okay? Some of these parts are very difficult to play, or I want it to have a particular sound. Like, let's have a listen to this one. Okay? I love Chris Lord Alge. I love his plugins. Again, very easy. The reason I love them is because they're plug and play. Plug and play, man. You put on this thing and you got an amazing guitar. Listen to what it sounds like without it. Okay? Put this on. Big difference. You got all the little effects here. Everything in one shot. I've got a lot of Chris Lord Alge CLA, is easier to say. CLA plugins, a lot, okay? But basically that's it. That's the song. That's the arrangement. We worked out the drums, of course. The drums for me are always the first thing to handle is the drums, okay? Work out that beat. Work out that beat, and the bass comes close on its heels is the bass. Of course, all of that is surrounded by the guitar, obviously, right? So that beat and that bass is basically working along with this guitar. I know the guitar part. When I wrote the song, it pretty much had this guitar part, okay, with the vocal. So if you just listen to that with the vocal, stars again. Let's have a listen.
I can see your shadow dancing on the ground.
That's the song.
I can hear your laughter when you're not around.
That's basically the song. Okay, the rest is all icing. Really. I mean, I know, without, the instruments and the orchestration, a lot of songs would sound, not that great. But if it's a good song, it should stand up even without any orchestration. So then, orchestration, drums, bass, guitars, extra guitars, all of them become icing, and they should enhance the song. So that's one of the most important things to remember when we're talking about arrangement, is work with what you've got and make sure that you're highlighting the song and presenting it in the best possible way. Very, very important. So that's basically this song, and that is the arrangement of this particular song. Very simple. We got drums, we got bass, of course we have vocals, we have guitars, quite a few of them, layered. Okay, so we really want to accentuate it's a guitar-based song. Okay, we got a bit of a solo there with the guitars. We got a bunch of effects. All of that goes into mixing, so that's another field there. But basically, this is it. You work out your structure. You have your song. You work out your structure. A lot of the structure, of course, is going to be worked out during the songwriting process, right? During the songwriting process, you've got, 2 verses, then you got a bridge, you got a chorus, or you don't have a bridge, or whatever the case may be. You're working all of that out during the songwriting process, But when you're here and producing the song during the arrangement, you're also going to enhance that structure. You're going to move it around. You're going to change it. When I'm writing the song, I don't have a break there necessarily. I'm not going to solo, I've got my acoustic guitar. I'm just working out the basic structure of the song. And then all the added stuff is happening over here, during production. So I hope that helps. That was pretty simple and pretty straightforward song. Less than 40 tracks, which is rare these days, But not too many tracks, and a lot of them are even unnecessary. I could even group them, make them even shorter. But I like to keep my stuff separate. Unless I have like a lot of tracks, and then I'll minimize them like this, and even further. This is an amazing thing about Reaper. You can minimize tracks like that and just keep them, all neat and tidy. But for a project like this, it's only got 30 plus tracks. It's not a big deal. It's easy to navigate, especially on a big screen. It's not a problem. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope that helps. It's a pretty simple song, simple arrangement. We got an intro, a couple of verses, a bridge, chorus. Pretty straightforward, nothing crazy, but that's the way I work it out. I work out my drums, I work out the bass, okay, work out the guitar. The guitar part should already pretty much be worked out, but in production, you work out all those details and enhance the song, right? Don't add stuff just for the sake of adding stuff, okay? You don't need it to be convoluted. So just do whatever the song needs in arrangement after you've got your structure, of course. So I hope that helps. I'll see you guys next time.